Hello everyone, welcome back to a new video. I have here the Gnome mold from MoldsandShapes, and I'm now thinking about how to get those gnomes done. I think I will start with the heads. We call it Mütze in German. I don't think you call it Cup. Or cap, but anyway, maybe you know what I mean. So these should get glitter, and I start with the first one, and I want to use some white glitter. This is a no name, and it's a sort of holographic glitter. It's a fine one, and I'm trying to pour this into my little cup. And I want to use a blue tone, and this is the Periwinkle from Laura's Art Corner. So the first two, not one, are gonna get a bluish white head. So this is what I'm mixing. Don't know if you can see later on from the white, I don't know. But we will see. Maybe the periwinkle is taking over and I didn't need the white. It doesn't matter. It's now mixed, and I will pour it very carefully into this mold. Try not to use too much, so I will spread this out later. And also here. So at the moment it can just move by itself, and this can have a tiny bit more, and then I can help it in a bit. So anyway, this is the first one, and don't worry about the glitters, I will be using them anyway. Second one, I should maybe take more of the white. I didn't put resin in there yet, so. And I use some of the Harley Comet, also from Laura's Art Corner. So please forgive me if I don't pronounce it correctly. But I'm not a native speaker, so please have mercy with me. So I will also put a little bit of resin in there. Maybe not as much as before. And let me just clean my popsicle stick from the other one, so I can use it. Yeah, this is more delicate now, and it's really very, very shiny, like it. So this goes in here. I want my gnomes to be looking a little bit more delicate, so I hope I will succeed. You never know. So, and now the last color, and there I want to use a sort of champagne color. So I need to take a cup again. Take the glitter. This is really glitter I have for years and I didn't use, so for Christmas I think it's perfect to use this. And this is the champagne color. I just put in a spoonful. So this champagne color doesn't have a holographic effect, so I wonder how this is gonna turn out. And it's also a tiny bit more chunky than the other glitters, but I think it doesn't matter. You cannot always have the matching products, so, but I think it looks awesome. And also here, I will just make sure I put a little bit into my mold, and then I spread this out really later. At the moment I just let the resin do whatever it needs to do, and if it needs more of the glitter I can always add it. Yeah, and this should not happen. But I can take this off later. Once the resin is cured, I need to wait anyway, so yeah. Next color will be the nose. So for the nose, I thought I used the sepia. It's a mica powder from Petra Jongbloed, and I'm going to use that one. So yeah, I know I need to use a lot of cups. I don't have so many silicone cups, so please have mercy with me. I will be using my cups anyway when I'm pouring for myself. Then I'm using them up. For the videos, I mainly take new cups. So anyway, so this is a sepia. I just mix it, and it's a brownish tone. And it has a little bit of a pinkish sheen to it, so I hope this will match with the nose, because I didn't want the nose to be red. I thought red doesn't match too good with some of these colors, so that's the reason I do this. And just make sure I give it a dot first, so nothing will happen. It always takes its time, and I guess this is gonna be a quite long video. When I do my German version, I will speed it up for sure. Otherwise it really takes too long. Now here. So you see, I can always add a little bit more if needed. So this I can already spread out. Like so. It's a wonderful mold from MoldsandShapes, and I have it for quite a while, but I thought I wait a little bit before pouring. So there I'm going over the line. Just take care of this. Also here. And there. See, it's so easy to overfill. And this is not good what I'm doing here. So now my glitter is going into my nose. This is so easy happening, so I will just let it how it is. I'm not fiddling around. It doesn't make sense. So this is my nose done. Oh, that's the wrong one. Then I was thinking the gloves and the feet, I'm gonna use anthracite. So I have here from Petra Jongbloed anthracite. I also put a little bit of resin into my cup. I can just use one of the popsicle sticks. And well, it's almost empty. And see, now I made a mess. This is also typical for me. I should not use the powder on top of my mold. So I need to clean these up later. But I think I let my resin cure first before I do this. Yeah, these things are happening. Anyway, so always a drop, and then here I guess can be a little bit less. It's really delicate work, but I guess it will be well worth it. I'm still not sure how I will pour later on the stars and the snowflakes, so this is something I need to think about. And here I have now the anthracite inside, so I might take a little bit of a tissue and a little bit of alcohol and try to clean this up. So it's sorted. Yeah. See here my glitter is going on top of my nose, so this is not what I wanted. But anyway, so this is done, and now I just take care and I put you on a time lapse that I spread everything out. So, time for the background, and I mixed some white and I want to pour a sort of crushed ice effect. So I have here my white, and I'm using here the white crystal resin ink from Petra Art. I really put for this amount, so you see it's quite a lot, 3 big squeezes of the white crystal into my resin. I'm using here a thin resin, so I will just pour this on top of the gnomes. So bye bye gnomes, and do this for all the gnomes. And as you have seen, maybe, wait, there's something in my mold. I've cleaned my mold from the black, so I hope it's gonna work, because of course you have the gnome in the background, so I hope my resin will work very well. So I'm just dividing my white so that the bottom of the mold or of the molds is covered. Just a bit more. Very, very curious if this is gonna work. So not everything is covered, but it will do its magic anyway. And with ornaments, you know, I mainly don't mind if it's not 100% perfect. So like I said, I'm using thin resin here, and my second color is gonna be the Smurf, and I thought it gives a nice background. The Smurf is from Octopus, so also resin ink, and I just pour, trying to pour in the center. It was not quite the center, I hit the nose. So this is what I'm also doing for all the ornaments. Just try to divide my resin as good as I can. See, I'm always hitting the nose. So the nose must be the center. Just hoping for some nice effects in the background that looks a little bit wintry and festive. So put a little bit more, just to divide my resin as good as possible. And the rest and then I mixed some it's called True Aluminium Gold. It's a very light gold. It's a pigment paste from Dip-On, and I will fill up my mold with this gold, and I'm very curious how this is gonna turn out at the end. So I'm just pouring my gold into the molds, and I hope there are gonna be nice color blendings and a nice background, and then I can take care for the little snowballs or snowflakes and stars which are still left to do in these beautiful ornaments or Christmas bulbs. So just here, I think I mixed just enough resin so it's covered nicely. And I will also put you on a time lapse so you can see what the resin is gonna do, because I'm thinking that the resin will do its magic. Here can be just a little bit more so that the hanger is also full. Here also. And also here. So this can have a tiny bit more. And then I let the resin do its magic. I'm not gonna pour more into these molds, otherwise yes, something might happening which should not happen. So I just let the resin work, and fingers crossed for a beautiful background.
So, in time for demolding, and I'm sorry I need to make a voiceover for the demolding and the end result, because my boyfriend, he was talking while I was filming, so I had no chance. Anyway, I let those ornaments cure 24 hours and I can demold them, and I'm quite curious about the result and if it all worked like I wanted it to work. Well, we will see. So they pop out good out of this mold, and now I can show you the first one. And oops, it's quite golden. So I was very disappointed at the first look, because the gold really took over. I should have used a little bit gold and not as much as I did. I don't know why I used so much. I just did it. Yeah, but now I have to live with this and to make the best out of it. So you see at the bottom of the gnomes, of most of the ornaments, that the crushed ice effect with the Smurf came through. And when I show you later the close-up of the final result, you will also see that there is a crushed ice effect, but very delicate, but you can see it. It's just the gold took over and the beard of the gnome. I don't know why I didn't mix white together with the interference champagne. I just didn't think about it. So the beard has almost the same color like the gold I used for my crushed ice effect. Anyway, I decided to make the edges and the stars and the snowflakes and whatever in white. So I used acrylic paint and I just rubbed it over the ornaments, and then I let it dry a little bit, and then I cleaned everything off. And I think it pops really with the white acrylic. You can see the crushed ice effect, very delicate, very, yeah. It has an effect in the background, which I wanted, but I wanted it, of course, also a little bit blue. I'm still a little bit annoyed that I made the beard not more white, but I still think that they are looking very nice, and they will come on my Christmas table just as a decoration or as a little giveaway to the family. And yeah, with this, I leave you. I thank you for watching, and take care, guys. Bye bye.